Qantas has this morning announced an agreement with the ACCC to resolve court proceedings relating to flight cancellation processes. The airline will commence a projected $20 million remediation program for impacted passengers, with customers able to receive somewhere between $225 to $450. It'll be subject to the approval of the federal court, who will pay a $100 million civil penalty, not the court, Qantas that is. Qantas, however, intends to begin rolling out the program prior to the approval process. So there is some movement finally on that front. Let's bring in the independent Senator Jacqui Lambie. What do you make of this, Jacqui?
Oh, I think that's very good news for consumers. It's probably not going to be enough to cover some of their costs, but it's certainly heading in the right direction. So, I'm quite sure that there's quite a few of those people that are going to be out of costs as well, Pete. So, yeah, I think it's great though. It's good. I'm not sure whether it should have been probably more. I guess it's only just been released, so I guess we're going to hear from the general public that are caught up on that, whether they think that that should be more itself in that account. Yeah.
Sure. We've also got more breaking news from another big company, Westpac, now suggesting this morning, Jacqui, that interest rates, the interest level is going to be higher for longer. A lot of people had already forecast this was going to happen, but it's still almost rubber stamping the fact that it's going to be tough for a long time.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really tough. I'm surprised they're not bringing that forward by 0.25% to try and slow that down. But I think we're underestimating by September. And quite frankly, what I'm hearing from some of the economists out there, they expect at the very least 0.5%. So this hasn't got under control whatsoever. Throwing out band-aids like they have done down here in Tasmania, saying we're going to give you a one-off payment of $250 off your power bill, that sort of thing. I don't think that's helpful either. You're either going in and going to tackle something head on, but stop putting band-aids on everything, and that's a real problem. And I heard you before, Pete, about the future works, the building and all this sort of stuff in Australia. Well, is that going to push inflation up? What I do know is that we have put money aside to build houses in this country because we have a lot of homeless people out there. Yet I'm yet to see one bit of soil being turned. Why is this the case? Why aren't we building these houses? And why hasn't this been done through councils? This is taking way too long. So just in case unemployment goes up with it, I would suggest we get these houses going so there are plenty of jobs at least out there for people so they're not unemployed as well.
Are you concerned about these details this morning regarding the budget, the upcoming budget, suggesting, we're going to have a thin surplus this time around, but then we're looking at 4 deficits. So, it's going to be expansionary budget, not contractionary, which could well keep those interest rates higher too.
Yeah, I'm really worried when the country says that, when you haven't got successful businesses going yet that haven't shown that they're successful and we are actually investing in them. We don't do a very good job of this in Australia either, and that is really worrying. There's some great businesses going, great guns out there, invest more in them. They can make more stuff, they can do more stuff. Don't reinvent the wheel, and I think this is going to be part of the problem. And I really think they need to watch how much taxpayers' money they're going to be putting behind this sort of stuff for the future.